Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. My name is Evan Smith. I'm the pastor at Second Presbyterian Church here in downtown Stanton, and I'm coming to you today for your daily video, Easter. I'm still trying it out, but your daily devotional. Glad you folks are able to join us today. Today, I wanted to look at actually the same passage we're going to look at in a few hours on Sunday, because there was one aspect of this section that I felt like it had a great teaching. But it was a short teaching and not one that I was going to build a whole sermon around. And so I'm like, this is going up for the daily devotional. This will be good. And it's the story of the Great Commission from Matthew 28, verses 16 through 20. And it's how Jesus ends, or rather how Matthew ends his account of Jesus' life, how Matthew ends his gospel. Now, the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had directed them. When they saw him, they worshiped him, but some doubted. And Jesus came and said to them, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything that I have commanded you. And remember, I am with you always to the end of the age." So the disciples, they go to Galilee, they leave Jerusalem, they go to the mountain that Jesus had previously told them, like, go here. And so they're there, and the resurrected Jesus meets them. And Matthew says, and they worshiped, but some doubted. The Greek says they bowed down. But obviously bowing down, prostrating yourself, that's a pose of worship. But instead of doubt, another way of translating that might be to say some hesitated. Now, both are there. Like, you hesitate because you doubt. You can see why, like, in a different language, both the words hesitation and doubt could be the same word. So either one's correct, either one's works. But that's what I wanted to think about today, especially since today is often Doubting Thomas Day. And I talked about Doubting Thomas in the midweek home worship if you want to focus on that. And I explored some reasons why the resurrection is a trustworthy account. But even with all that, doubts are not like the enemy of faith. I would say doubt is actually a companion of faith, walking side by side. And so I think sometimes when we have doubts, we feel like we have to hide them, or we're not allowed to have them, or they make us like less faithful Christians because we don't know what to do with these questions. And so that's what I wanted to focus on. And my encouragement to you is take your doubts to God. God is bigger than your doubts. God is able to handle these things. But then also find a way to embrace the doubt, provided that you don't stay like in your laurels. You don't just rest in your laurels and you're just like, well, I doubt and I'm not looking. No. Let your doubts be a reason to explore. See, I think sometimes we're so afraid of our doubts that they just stay like the boogeyman, that we don't want to get near them. We don't want to look under the bed, or, oh my gosh, what might be there? And we let them have more control over us than they should. Take your doubts to God, explore them. So if the resurrection's a thing you doubt, look into it. If the problem of evil in the world is a problem for you, then look into it. But don't sit and rest just in complacency and resting on your laurels. Take it to God and research and pray and do all these things. But then here's the key point. Notice Jesus would have known their doubts. He still gave them the Great Commission. He still put them to work in his kingdom. Sometimes our doubts are settled, not because we come up with an academic answer that satisfies, but because we've walked with Jesus long enough that we trust him. And we say, you know what? I don't get it. I might never understand, but you get it. And I've walked with you long enough. I've served you long enough that I can be okay trusting you when my doubts are speaking to me so loudly. And that's basically the point I wanted to raise. To say, don't let your doubts cripple you. Continue to walk with Jesus. And also don't hide from your doubts, but explore them, investigate them, and find what it is that God might say. Because doubts don't have to be the enemy of faith. They can be the companion that then spurs on greater faith. And that's your word for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I also hope that you will stay with us, or come back here actually at 10:30. We're going to be streaming the worship service live. But of course, if you're not able to watch it then, you can catch it at a time of your convenience. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, and goodbye.